Florals for Versailles, groundbreaking. You have no idea how many times I repeated that to myself while I was making this costume. I kept thinking, is this really too on the nose? Is this too Rose of Versailles? Which, by the way, after I made this costume, Rose of Versailles came out on Netflix, and I was like, hang on, who copied who? Did I copy you or did you copy me? Because, whoa, is this my accidental Marie Antoinette cosplay? Was not intentional, but it did happen that way. So anyway, back to the story. I picked up this amazing fabric, this pink, beautiful beaded floral fabric about 8 years ago. And I am 100% convinced that buying fabric and using said fabric is like two separate hobbies, because I kept this fabric and I never used it. And I finally decided, you know what? Florals for Versailles, groundbreaking. I'm just going to use this stuff. So I made a dress. So what I basically did is I started out in my chemise, which if you've been here before, you know that's your nightgown. Then I put on my pink stays, which yes, you can lace yourself into those things. Then I start with my pocket, which as the name implies, it is a little pocket pouch I tie on my waist, and I put my panniers on and my organza petticoat, which both of those are from Period Corset. Now, I mentioned this before, but just in case you're new here and you can't figure out how to access the pocket, each layer has a slit in the pocket. So you can see with the petticoat I'm putting on right here with the crazy florals, there is a slit in the side, and I'm able to put my hand all the way through every single layer to access that pocket. My gown also has a slit, which you can put your hand through to access your pocket. I wound up wearing two pockets just because I wound up having a lot of stuff I wanted to bring. I learned this time, always have your inhaler in an easy to access location. So it actually went down, my stays, but it's fine. It worked out great. And then I'm pinning on my stomacher. Pins are probably the most important part of this entire costume. It is historically accurate. Everything was pinned on in this time period, which, I said it before, I'm gonna say it until I go blue in the face. Keep putting pins in. Put more than you need. You will lose them through the night. And no, I didn't actually carry the Labubu, but it triggers the internet, so I put it up there just for funsies. And this is what I wore, and I really think it turned out beautiful. Super proud of getting those feathers matched perfectly to the pink. The feathers were just from Amazon, and I really like this costume. I think it's probably one of the prettiest things that I've ever made. Everything came together so perfectly, and I know I say this, but I don't normally wear like this really pale pink, and I just saw this fabric, and I thought, you know what? That's it. Florals for Versailles. Groundbreaking. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick get ready with me, because I definitely enjoyed wearing it, and I enjoyed making it. Okay, see you next time. Oh, bye-bye.